Hello guys, so today we'll be making the gown you can see on your screen. For the damper to be using our Ankara piece, and then for the sleeve we'll be using our black crepe material. So while I sew, I'm going to tell you guys a story, a very interesting one at that, and I also want to get your suggestion. So in my fourth year, I had a student learning how to sew under me. Although she was not a student of my school, so she comes from outside every day because I live inside the school premises. The agreement was for 3 months and she's to come twice a week. We started and everything was going on fine. Our days of coming to work were Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, as I was a student also and I needed time for myself. She's a year older than me, so I usually talk to her with respect and not like a student and madam stuff. She was meant to come to work by 8 o'clock in the morning and leave 6 hours after. She started coming to work by 10, 12, and urged to leave around 2, claiming that she has to go for masses. I'm not a Catholic, so I really don't know how it's done. She continued doing this for over 2 weeks, and each time I ask her, she's always coming up with valid excuses. At some point, she only comes to work once a week. Due to the fact that she wasn't regularly coming, her learning process was slow, and I was not really happy about it. I try as much as possible to indulge her and give her assignments, but it always come out badly. I got very tired and frustrated and decided to let her be. She intended learning how to sew uniforms strictly, but the only thing I can boast of her sewing is a skirt. One of the days during her learning period, I gave her a clinical gown to work on. She did it and brought it back for inspection. It wasn't so perfect, so I asked that she repeat the assignment, of which she bitterly complained. And then I told her the reason why she needed to. She reluctantly did it, and it wasn't as I wanted, but I just let that slide because I saw she was not willing to do it again. So I was having a back to school sale, and we had like 30 orders to deliver in 2 weeks. I told her of the workload that will be on us for this period of time. I pleaded with her to come on time and to come for more than 3 days for just these 2 weeks so she could be of help, and she agreed. To my greatest surprise, she skipped work for 2 weeks, refused taking her calls, and responding to messages. It was a whole lot on me. I managed to pull through and deliver timely, thanks be to God. A week after, she resumed work, and she gave the excuse that their house got flooded with water. At this point, I didn't really know what to say. I just sympathized with her, and everything continued as though nothing happened. On the Friday of that same week, I received a text message from her saying she wasn't going to come to work that day because she was going for a job interview. So I was wondering how she was going to cope with having a job and her tailoring classes. She really didn't discuss anything concerning job to me. I just replied success. Our whole learning process hasn't really been so smooth considering the ups and the downs, but I try to keep a good relationship between the both of us. Considering the fact that we were of same age grade, we're likely friends, just with little disagreement. So I felt really bad that she didn't tell me about the whole job stuff. I was going to ask her about it when she eventually resumed work, but she never did. Nights rolled into days, days rolled into weeks, and weeks into months. I tried calling, I tried texting, I tried using all the numbers to call her just to hear from her. She hasn't been coming to work. The last message I got from her was, I won't be available today. I'm going for a job interview. I got worried at some point. I was thinking maybe something bad has happened to her. I didn't have the phone numbers of her parents. I called her several times, even sent text messages, hoping she would reply, but she never did. So I gave up. I just felt maybe when she gets better, she's going to reach out to me. She never reached out to me. After some months, I stumbled on her status on WhatsApp where she was having a very great time with her friends. I immediately called her on WhatsApp, but she declined. I texted her, she did not respond. It was at that point I knew she ignored my messages and calls on purpose. I felt so bad, but I let it slide. After some time again, I called her and she responded. I asked her what the problem was and why she stopped coming to work. She said she lost her phone and she wasn't able to reach out to me. So, I don't know, I guess she left because she was tired. What do you think, guys?